I mean, when we work with clients, something that I always tell people, especially if they're new investors and if this is their first time working with an interior designer, is that when you're working with someone like us, I am never going to ask you to spend your money on anything that I haven't already spent my own money on. And I say that because when we first started investing, the first ever home that we purchased, we only had $65,000 to do the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle to get it live on Airbnb. And when we were looking at AirDNA, the competitor that we were closest to that was going to be our top competitor was making $65,000 a year on Airbnb. And so I was looking at their design and I knew that I could design it better. I knew that we were going to have better amenities, but I just didn't understand because there was no other competition in that market. I didn't know how much more I would make off of designing it well and outfitting it with the correct amenities. It was like a total shot in the dark. I was just living on hopes and dreams at that point. And when we launched live on Airbnb with that property, that first year that we ran, we made well over $100,000 in revenue. And so we doubled what our competition was making. And the only difference, same lake, their property arguably from an exterior and lot perspective was nicer than ours. Ours was just much more aesthetic on the interior. It functioned much better and it had the amenities that people were looking for. And so for anyone who's looking at hiring an interior designer, what I always tell people to do, and I will do this, I'll go through this practice with my clients of understanding and really being able to see properties that are already designed well versus properties that aren't,